Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Unpopular Boxing Takes. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And I did a recent poll on the most unpopular boxing takes that people feel is all facts. So I'm going to grade them and I'm going to tell you whether they're fact or cap. And so, look, let me start off. The first one is from my brother LR9 Vlogs, and he says, Andre Ward is one of the most overrated fighters of all time. And I have to give him a spot-on fact for that. Now, Andre Ward's a Hall of Fame fighter, no doubt. He was a good fighter, no doubt, but he's incredibly overrated. His record shouldn't be undefeated. If we all know, and we're all honest, he lost the first fight to Sergey Kovalev. We know that he retired before he fought all the true killers at his weight, and he did not fight Adonis Stevenson. So at the end of the day, you say what you will about Andre Ward. He never went undisputed, never cleaned out his division, did not fight the up-and-coming killers, and lost arguably the first fight to Sergey Kovalev. And this man is credited as one of the greatest fighters of all time, and that's cap. Andre Ward is massively overrated. That's facts. Now, the next one is my brother Zach Gilmore. He states, definitely Terrence Crawford is using PEDs and has been using PEDs. And I kind of understand what he's talking about. He's talking about Terrence Crawford moving up in weight and his chin held up. His power held up. His stamina held up. Normally in the history of boxing, when a guy moves up this much weight this quickly since leaving welterweight, their chin, their power, and their stamina don't all hold up, especially against the level of fighter of a Canelo Alvarez. But at the end of the day, there is zero proof to indicate that Terrence Crawford cheated in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Number two, Canelo himself said he lost the fight because Bud Crawford was just too skilled. That's why he said he lost the fight. So this is nothing but cap. Terrence Bud Crawford is not a PED cheat. There's no proof of that. And Canelo lost the fight simply because he got outskilled. Let's keep it going. My brother Gary says Tyson Fury's glove in the first Wilder fight was in fact tampered with. Now, obviously, we already know this has been debunked many, many times. The commission looked at the gloves. The team looked at the gloves, both teams. Everybody signed off on everything. So the fact that this is even still a statement, this is nothing but cap. And these guys got to get out of their feelings. The next one is Sinister Voice. He says, Inoue's a C-level fighter. Now, I feel like Sinister Voice is smarter than this. I don't know if he's serious or if this is a joke, but if it's any way he's serious, you already know this is nothing but cap. Inoue, multiple weight world champion, cleaning out divisions, multiple time undisputed, the man's pound for pound elite superstar status, beating guys in style, a very high knockout rate percentage. I mean, this is one of the best fighters in the world and possibly the best fighter in the world. He can't be doubted. He's far from a C-level fighter. He's A++. Let's get to the next one. Gray says Bud Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather. Now, the way that this is worded is what makes this egregious to me. We don't know which one is truly the better fighter. We look at their body of work and we see both guys are both Hall of Fame fighters. Both guys are all-time great fighters. So we understand that from both fighters. But one thing that we will say is Mayweather may be able to put a master class on Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford may be able to stop Floyd. We don't know. We'll never get the fight. All we can do is speculate. But to just assume that Bud is way better than Floyd Mayweather when his resume is really paper thin compared to Floyd, I just don't know if we can say that for certain. So I'm going to call this a cap. I think Floyd and Bud, both great fighters. The fight could go either way. Let's keep it going. Ramon says that Devin Haney is undefeated. I'm sorry, but ain't no way Devin Haney's undefeated. I mean, look at it, and this is nothing but cap. I mean, I thought Devin Haney lost to Ryan Garcia. We know any Ostarine in his system made zero difference in the fight. Not only that, we've all seen him lose to Vasil Lomachenko. There's no way he should theoretically be undefeated at all. He has multiple L's, if you're being honest. The next one is the Marathon Continues 2289. Salute to you. And they say Terrence Crawford is not elite. Now, this has to be one of the biggest caps there is because Terrence Bud Crawford is elite. Terrence Bud Crawford took Errol Spence and dominated him, destroyed him, basically made this man retire. Terrence Crawford then took on Canelo Alvarez, a guy who's never lost at 168 pounds, a guy who's dominated every fight at 168. And then Terrence Crawford went up there to his weight class and schooled him and beat him. I'm sorry, but you gotta be crazy to say that Terrence Bud Crawford is not elite, because he is, because no other welterweight, no other super welterweight could have go up to 168 pounds and beat Canelo. I'm sorry, none of those guys are doing it. You just seen a former 154-pound champion, undisputed champion, Jermell Charlo, go up there and get schooled by Canelo, but then Bud comes behind him and beats Canelo. So that really shows you Terrence Crawford is simply just a different breed. Give the man his props. And then this is where a lot of guys came on here and says Prime Ali is beatable, Muhammad Ali footwork is overrated, and Vitaly Klitschko would dog walk Ali. Now you may be wondering, why do we have all these Muhammad Ali statements on Unpopular Boxing Take? Why is Muhammad Ali being singled out? Because I said on a former live stream that I think Muhammad Ali is a great, all-time great fighter, one of the best fighters ever. So everybody wants to try to trash this man's name and put smut on him. But let's just be honest and unbiased. All of this is cap. And this just proves that none of these guys have ever watched a Muhammad Ali fight ever in their lives. Because if they did, they wouldn't let such egregious, idiotic things come out of their mouth. You can't be this stupid.